Good morning, family and friends. How are you doing? Welcome to the Woke Nation and welcome to this new day. It's a new day, it's a great day. How are you doing? As you can see, the coronavirus pandemic, the effect of it is affecting all of us. I love it though because it's helping us to have ground to show people we have been fooled. You see, now they're adding money on everything. I went to ShopRite. What I used to buy like $10 is up to $20 now. So at least I have the money to buy it. How about the people that don't have money? But think about it. The world has made us to depend on money, depend on the system. We don't have lands anymore. And those of us that have land, like some of us from Africa, in Africa, we don't even use our land. We don't produce food and store for future anymore. We don't follow the ways of our ancestors. We see their ways as primitive, all that bullshit. You don't know your real ancestors. Your ancestors were inventors. They were inventing things, but it did not stop them from also making their own food. They did not depend on government for food. But it is the West that brought all this nonsense that make us leave nature for machine, as they say that. So it's affecting them, and the many people will die in Africa out of hunger, out of overthinking. Oh, I don't have money, I don't have this. Many people will die it's not coronavirus that is killing people in Africa. My people, Africans, wake up. Open your eyes. All this panic you're having about coronavirus is annoying. You are believing what the white people are saying. That's why you are panicking. But before coronavirus, you have been dying of typhoid, you have been dying of malaria, you have been dying of hunger, you have been dying of, many things in Africa. And you are behaving like death now is a new thing to Africans. No. It is to them that is death is new thing. They don't die like that before, unless they have mass shooting. But every day, every month, you go for, there must be burial. How many burial? Many burial in your village. Let me say every week, there must be many places they are burying people in your village. And you don't see that, but because this one now, they make it to be global pandemic. Now you switch because you are not a people, you are slaves. If the slave master is sick, the slave will say, Master, are we sick? The slave will be also living like a sick person because the master is sick. But if the slave is sick, the master don't care if he can sell you because you are sick, or he can put you wherever you want, and he can kill you, and he don't care about you. And that's exactly what is happening today. So, but the main thing that make me happy about coronavirus is because of people who believe in God, who say their God is almighty, their God is this and that. Where is that God now? Those that say Jesus is their everything. So long I have the Lord Jesus, I need no one else. I don't have any problem anymore. You are lying to yourself. Use this to wake up and open your eyes. And those of you that are supporting some men of God who are doing charity work now, I mean, donating money and all that, or working as a doctor, bullshit. We don't need men of God for all that. What we need them is to demonstrate the power of that their God have been preaching. They say God called them. They say God asked them to build those cathedrals, those mega churches. How about what God also sent his son to tell you? To heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse the lepers. Freely you receive, freely give. How about laying hands on the sick and they will recover? It cannot show. How about TB Joshua, the impostor and the criminal, who say on the 27th of March, coronavirus will go just as it came? It's still there. It's still everywhere. People still dying. And I see some people showing pity, saying, they see people dying. It's not a new thing. If you are a true African, coronavirus will never move you, no matter how they try to paint it. show you the dead body of people. You know how many mass grave we have in Africa today? Fulani herdsmen has been killing people in Nigeria and they're digging mass grave, burying them. Boko Haram, all that going on in Nigeria. And you never see it as anything, never learn any lesson from it. But this one, because white people are blowing it as their trumpet, that's their trumpet. It has nothing to do with Africans. If you have your land, why are you worried about shutdown? Government can shut down all they want. They can shut down the factory or their whatever. How about your land? Agriculture that you deserted. You say you don't need it. You are chasing oil money. You are chasing Malaysia money. You are chasing American money. You are chasing European money. You are chasing Arab money. Where are they now? You see, when it comes to nature, when it comes to reality, the real thing you need is not the government. The real thing you need is not religion. The real thing you need is not the system. It's not all this money and all that. The real thing you need is one another. We need one another. That's why we must go back to our roots, which is African family system. The system that everyone in the family is part of the family, and if the family is rich, everyone in there is rich. If the family is poor, everyone in there is poor. And you cannot have family and be poor. It's impossible because everyone will be working. You cannot have family and be homeless. We don't have homeless in Africa. We don't have homeless in Africa, unless you're talking about maybe in Lagos, people that abandon their home and travel to cities and become homeless there. But look at America, look at Europe, look at all these places they tell you is developed. They have homeless people because they don't have land. They don't have village where to return. You see, the African Americans in America, they don't have place to return because white men will not allow them to go back to Africa. So they don't have a place. They stay in America, homeless, or the system using them or maltreating them anyhow. Understand that what is most important to all of us is is all of us. We need one another. We can lean on each other's shoulder. We can help one another. We don't need God to do that. We don't need religion to do that. We don't need government to do that. We are supposed to be the government. We are supposed to be the religion you're talking about. We're supposed to be the one taking care of ourselves, not believing in one silly God, one stupid God, one useless God that cannot help you. And that's why I titled this, God is blind and mean. God, the God they gave you in that book, the God you worship, that God you used to go to church every Sunday to worship. Today is Sunday, right? How many of you are going to church today? Eh? Come on, come on, Gante. Eke no na bo nyama ya kam kwam. Oh, understand that they have lied to you. They tell you if you come to church, you are blessed. If you don't come to church, you are cursed. God is angry if you miss church service. Which service? Where is that service today? In America, go church now, let me see. Go church, you go do what? Go church. The streets are empty, road free. Oh. Because people are forced to live at least 1% of natural life. That natural life of being in your house, taking care of your stuff, not worrying about, you know how many parents that never see their children like the way they're seeing them for many years in America. They're working from job to job. Of course, they have to pay their bill. That's why you see government release that fund to give people money to solve their problem because they are not working. There are certain areas, if you're working there, if you don't want to go coronavirus, don't go. If you go, you will get it. So what is more important to you, your job or your life? You choose. Some say, no, I must go. They go and contact it, they die. But those that refuse to go, they lose their job, they get unemployment. That's why we say America is good. It's better than Africa. Africa, even if they raise money to help people that have coronavirus, they will help people that don't have coronavirus that are in power. They will swallow the money. It will not get to the people. People will say die. Number one, you know what is killing Africa? It's not coronavirus. Coronavirus is not, you can argue all you want, you can quote all you want. That's bullshit. If you are taking record of people that have been dying in Africa since the beginning of this year, you will understand that we have died more than all the white people in the whole world put together have died out of coronavirus. Understand that. God is blind and mean. And this is what I mean. You pray because God is blind. If your God is not blind, you won't need to pray because he will see your problem coming and he will stop it. He will see evil coming to you. They tell you in Psalm chapter 91, verse 10, he said, now, no evil shall come near you, and no plague shall come near your dwelling. Now you see evil has come. Pandemic. Coronavirus pandemic has come, right? Okay, you see it, it's near you now. They tell you thousands shall fall on your side, will not come near you. It has come near you. You see it come near you. Not only come near you, it closed down your church. You're supposed to go about your normal business. Of course, you say your church is God's business. You say your ministry is God's business. Go minister now, let me see. Go do crusade, let me see. Go do seminar now, let me see. And after all this, I see somebody saying, thank God. They say France has found the cure for coronavirus. Thank you, Jesus. Stupid. France. Is France God or Jesus? You pray because God is blind. If God is not blind, he would have seen that disaster, whatever has befallen you, and prevented it. God will have stopped it from coming close to you. God will have stop it from coming even to your loved ones. But because they use that religion to blindfold you, to make you a sheep, you believe that, evil can happen to your loved ones who don't believe what you believe. You just believe that both of you came out of the same vagina. Both of you sucked the same breast. Both of you grew up together. But now because you believe you have found one faith, you think you are choosing one. You are choosing and your siblings are not choosing. You are choosing, your people are not choosing. You now say you are special. It's called delusion. It's called hallucination. I work in psych unit. You see them claiming they are this, they are that. I am God. I am this. I see God. And they'll be telling me when I say there is no God. I say, what are you saying? There is God. I say, where is God? That's why I know Christians, Muslims, Jews, all of them are delusional. All of them are hallucinating. They are seeing something that is not real as is real. And are declaring it. Okay, show it. But they saw it in their head. They saw it in their book. You are suffering because God is mean. Remember, I said the first one, you pray because God is blind. Now the second one is you are suffering if you believe in God. The reason why you are suffering is because God is mean. God is a mean father, even to his children. God does not punish his enemies. That's why Satan is still there. He cannot touch devil. He touched Job. He touched his children. He killed people. But then Satan, he let Satan go free because God is mean and don't care to keep safe. Don't get to keep his people safe and sound, but laughs at their plight. Let me read. I like that place in the Bible, man. I like that place. Job chapter 9. Job chapter 9. God is mean. He's a mean God. You know what mean is, right? Somebody who is hateful, somebody who is malicious. He does evil to people. Mm? And it's ridiculous that an imaginary being is doing evil. Job chapter 9 from verse 23. He said, if the scourge lays suddenly, he slays suddenly, last if innocent people die suddenly. He said, God laughs at the plight of the innocent. If the scourge, for example, coronavirus is killing everyone, both the one you say that are not innocent and the one you say that innocent, but coronavirus slays suddenly, God laughs at the plight of the innocent. How do we know God is laughing at the plight of the innocent? God failed to prevent that coronavirus, that problem, that evil. God failed to save them. They died in the hospital. For those of you that are saying that the world is shut down, you are lying. They did not shut down. They did not shut down hospitals. They only shut down those things that cannot save lives. Those places life cannot be saved. They shut them down. But hospitals where lives can be saved is open. So when you are talking about shut down, it's not 100% shut down. You cannot shut this world 100% down. You cannot. Nobody can do that. No people have power. All the government of this world can never agree to shut down the world because they cannot. Nature will prevent them. Nature itself will prevent them. You don't know the power of nature. You don't know. That's why they will find the cure to this coronavirus from nature too. Using knowledge, not using faith, not using spirituality. Verse 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, not in the hand of God. He got the whole world in his hand. It's a lie. Say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He said he covers, God covers the faces of his judges. He said, if it is not God, who else could it be? You that believe in God, if it's not your God that has given the world into the hand of the wicked, you said God created it, the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, the world and all they that dwell in it. And he said that the earth, the earth has been given to the wicked, into the hand of the wicked. And God blind the judges that sentence the innocent and acquit the wicked. God is the one responsible for that. God is mean. That's why you are suffering. And God is laughing at your plight. And you are a believer. You worship that God. That God cannot help you. You still see some people saying, God will save me from coronavirus. God will keep me. And oh man, I don't blame them because they are poor in Africa and they don't have access to what they can use to do research, and that what will blow their mind. Because when you do research, you will find knowledge that will blow your mind. You will say, wait a minute. Even when you don't want to think it, it will be disturbing you. You will have sleepless night until you embrace it. Because that's what factual truth does. It never lets you go. You can kick against it. It is there. It's already sown. That's why I say I am a sower and I'm a witness when it comes to factual truth. I don't care how many people that like what I'm saying or that I share factual truth free of charge. And I use both positive and negative posts to do that. You understand what I say? Both positive and negative posts to do that. Somebody commented on my post, said, "Oh, the video I share about Vatican is false or something." I say, "See, no matter, even if my video, the one I'm saying now, they will still be angry at me. They will still be angry at it. It doesn't matter. I use the same means they used to enslave us to unenslave us. They use lies and deception. I can also use lies and deception to free my people. That's how it's supposed to understand it. That if they, whatever means they use to come against you, use it against them, because that's the only language that they will understand. You don't overcome hate with care. I don't like using love, because love is emotional feeling and God is love. So that's why you can see God is your emotional feeling. That's what the Bible says. God is mean. That's why you are suffering. Although you believe in him, you worship him, you still believe God will do anything for you at your age. At your age, you are no longer a child. It's true that your parents force you to go to church, force you to go to mosque, force you to go to synagogue, force you to believe in God, force you to believe in Jesus. But now you have grown. Have you seen this Jesus? You still holding on the lies that your parents and your priests and pastors taught you, telling you that God is a spirit, you cannot see God. Yet they tell you that when you are born again, you are born of the Spirit. In other words, you are born, you are a spirit. Say, he that is born of the Spirit is a spirit, and God is a spirit. So if God is a spirit and you are a spirit, and you are telling me you cannot see God unless you have spiritual eyes, unless you died, you are stupid. Can your God see what is next? No. That's why all the religious leaders, all the faith leaders, they are waiting for scientists to find the cure. Chloroquine has been there, and you have been preaching Jesus, you have been preaching God. None of your men of God know about chloroquine. And you still believe they are men of God. Why are you mocking your creator? How are you mocking the anointed man of God? Who is anointed? Who is anointed? They are criminals. Anyone that said they are anointed by God, they are criminals. All of them. Anyone that said God sent them, they are criminals. Can your God prevent the next evil coming? There is always next evil coming, because evil people will keep doing evil. And do you know who sent those evil people to do evil? You are God. Isaiah 54:16. Can your God stop evil men from unleashing evil in the land? You say, oh, it's Illuminati. No, oh, it's a one world order. Blah, blah, blah. Somebody asked me, it's a good question. He asked me, he said, what do you have to say about the one world order? Order bullshit. I said, people can do that. It's possible. Men can do anything they want in this world. I say, for example, look at America, the United States of America, where I'm living today. There was a time it was not in existence. They have to come and kill out everybody, the owners of the land, and take it and say, this is the United States of America. America, we have it today. So when you are talking about one world order, of course, people can do that. It is people that does all that. Is not any God, is not any Satan. The God and the Satan that will do that is people like you and I. And the only people that can stop that God or Satan from doing that evil in the land is you and I. Not any spirituality, not any spiritual being, not any religion, not any religious being. It is you and I, those who have decided to live naturally and humanly. We are the one that will stop it. And we will. In Isaiah chapter 45, verse 5, your God is an atheist. He said that there is no God. Let me read it. Because some of you that keep calling me or people like me atheists, you are ignorant of what you are saying. You are theists that worship atheists. Your God is atheist. The God you worship is atheist. And let me read it one more time for you. Verse 5 of Isaiah 5. He said, I am the Lord. He did not say I am God. He said, I am the Lord, and there is no other. There is no God besides me. He said, there is no God. You said the fool said there is no God, and God said there is no God. Okay, so you are worshiping a fool. Your God is a fool. The God Jehovah is a fool. The God Allah is a fool. The God Yahweh is a fool. The God you worship. He said, I am the Lord, and there is no other. There is no God. There is no God. God said that, not in his heart. God is worse than the fool. So if God say it with his mouth, there is no God, and I said there is no God, you call me atheist, and you say God is all wise, all knowing God. I am all wise, I am all knowing. That's why I can say what God said. God said there is no God. It's there in your Bible. Isaiah chapter 45 verse 5. God said there is no God beside him. There is no God beside me. I am God. There is no God beside me. I'm not worshiping any God. That's what I mean. But we are gods and goddesses. I have goddess and I can have goddesses. Okay. That's it. See verse 7. God is mean. And it says, I formed the light and the great darkness. It's a lie. God did not form the light or create darkness. Even your Bible tell you so. He said in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. He did not say in the beginning, God created darkness. God did not create darkness. God did not create light. He said, let there be light. He did not say, I create light. He said, let there be light. God did not create light. Light and darkness have been there. Light always comes from darkness, out of darkness. Darkness brings light. Lucifer, the bringer of light. That's what it means. Darkness, the light that is shining in this room came out of darkness inside that place. I cannot see. But when I put on the switch, it comes out. You see the light come out. Darkness gives light. Darkness is not evil. Darkness is not bad as religion has taught us. We are darkness. Black people, Africans, that's why we are dark. We are darkness. Giving light to the world. We gave the word mathematics. We gave the word alphabet. We gave the word science. We gave the word medicine. We gave the word everything you are enjoying in the world today. It was not invented by white men. It was invented by your ancient African ancestors. And you don't know that, but you are worshiping a God you have not seen, that you cannot see one thing that God made. You say he's the one that made the trees. Who told you that? No, God made the trees. Nature bring trees forth. Clear the whole tree. It will still grow up. Creators continue creating. If God is the creator of anything, God will continue creating. God does not create. Who is creating today? That will show you who are the real creators. Remember, since last year, when they say, oh, God, okay, you don't believe God is the one that created heaven and earth. Who created it? I say, my ancestors. They say it's not true. I say, so you don't believe that one. But you believe there is a God that created the one you believe. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create calamity. God create calamity. God create evil. God create destruction, disaster. He said, I, the Lord, do all these things. God is mean. Not only blind, he's mean. He cannot see evil coming to you, and because he's the one that created evil. Have you seen a mean blind person? A mean blind person that is working with with cane. You know, you talk what he don't like. He don't. He don't care whether he hit your head. He don't care. And that's how God is. He gets angry, begin to kill his creatures. He begin to destroy the world. He said, I will send fire. I will do this. Because God is mean. And that is the God you worship. You're worshiping a mean God. He's the one that sent evil people to unleash evil. See, he created evil. Then Isaiah 54. Isaiah 54, verse 16. God did not only create evil, he also sent evil people to do evil to you, to people. That's why God is mean. He said, behold, I have created the blacksmith who blows the coal in the fire, who brings forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the spoiler to destroy. God is the one that created the evil people to destroy, to do evil. That's why you can pray all you want for evil people to cease. They will not cease. Since you believe in God, that you are believing God, so other people that also believe in that you are God are doing evil. And that's why the psalmist said, there is no God. Why? Because people that believe in God are doing abominable things. They are heartless and cruel. They are doing evil things in the world. Look at who is doing evil in all the world. It's people that believe in God. God created them to do evil. So I say, oh, don't blame God, blame people. I say, but you believe God created them. If God created them, you say, God give them free will. How can you say God give them free will and give them commandment at the same time? You can't give somebody free will and commandment. You have to be one. It's either commandment or free will. And if you have commandment, that means you don't have your brain. You don't use your brain. That's why faith rot your brain. But you say you have free will, then you don't need commandment. You can choose between what is good and the best, not evil. There is no man, naturally that we choose what is evil. You have to have faith to choose evil because it is God that created evil or create evil. God is blind and mean because God is man-made. God is non-existent and God is useless in reality. Psalm 91 is a lie. He that dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the Almighty. No evil shall come near you. No plague shall come near your dwelling. They are all lies. Psalm 121, my help comes from the Lord. He will not allow the sun to smite you by day and moon by night. Look at that. The sun that blesses you. Now, Bible tell you that sun can smite you. Who told you that nonsense? People. Why people? Of course, because the sun always smite them. They are the ones that smite. Give them skin cancer, burn their skin. They have to tan to be look like human being again. No, sun come like this. You see black people take off their clothes. Oh yeah, relax in the sun, under the sun, enjoying life, and that's what many of us don't value anymore. We say, no, white people, hey, no, they cannot. They envy us, but you don't know that. They are scared of us, but you don't know that. But you are the one envy them, scared of them, because you believe their bullshit they taught you in their institutions of learning. God, he said, God will keep you from falling. He said, he that watches Israel. There's coronavirus in Israel killing the people of Israel. The Israel they made in 1948 out of what they claim from the Bible. Coronavirus is there. And they say that God has forsaken the people of Israel. And you still see Africans saying the God of Israel will come to save them. He has not saved the people of Israel in Israel as we speak, although it's our land, but they drove us out. And we run away to West Africa. From there, we are waiting for the God of the people that chase us out of our land and occupying their land. We are waiting for their God to come to Africa and save us. No, their God has been coming to take our gold, oil, see precious things, diamonds. They have been taking them. That's only what their God takes from us. So Psalm 91 and 121, or whatever promise of God in the Bible, they are all lies that many have gone, claiming. Many people have claimed Psalm 91 and Psalm 121, they died before their time. Instead of them doing the needful. You see, in Nigeria, they show in Christ Embassy, they were doing wedding. Every Saturday is wedding now in Nigeria. As if there is wedding. And this white wedding, though, is not even the real wedding. And they are doing it in the church, right? And there's no wedding in any church in the Bible. There's no wedding. There's nowhere Jesus and disciples had their wedding as people following Jesus. No way, it never happened. It's not. They invited Jesus in one wedding at Cana in Galilee, but among his disciples, they never have wedding. Wedding for what? Even after resurrection, when they wrote the book of Paul, no wedding, no church wedding. But Africans now, anything white men give them is good. They will use it and beautify it more. And they say now it's beautiful. Yeah, we must be doing this. This is the will of God. White wedding. They call it white wedding. White supremacy. It's all lie. You have been claiming it and you are dying. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper, and you are dying. Those weapons keep prospering. You keep claiming it. Don't be like God. Don't be blind like God. Don't be mean like God. Be nice. Be wise. And be strong. Do what you can do to help yourself. This coronavirus show that people has been living carelessly. They don't care about their life. I never live careless life since I grew up. I don't play with what is going into my mouth. No matter how clean you wash a plate, you give me to take food, I want to rinse it myself. Run my own hand over it. I go to a restaurant and see what I don't like. I'm not eating. I'm not eating. You serve something, you touch something with gloves and come into serve. I say, please change the gloves. No, it's me. Yeah, it's in my head. I don't want to see because if I see it, it will affect me. Your mind is your greatest asset. What you allow to stay in your mind will affect your life. You have not been washing your hand, or it's now coronavirus coming. You are learning how to wash your hands. They say you must sanitize. You must. That's bullshit. So you have not been taking care of yourself. I imagine you have been smoking cigarettes. Now you want to leave. You don't want to get coronavirus. And that's why it seems like it's killing many white people because they smoke a lot. Oh, not all this pass me. They go to 7-Eleven every time buying packs of cigarettes. They have bad lungs. And they think I'm like them. I don't smoke, I don't drink. I quit smoking and drinking 1993, January 1st. The last time I smoked and drink, I drink alcohol, whiskey now. I smoke weed. Both weed was December 31st, 1992. But I will smoke weed again. You think it's good for health. Now they're making it okay, you're gonna be a doctor's prescription in America. My doctor will prescribe it, I smoke it. Don't be like God. See the problem and solve it because you can and you will. See the problem and solve it because you can and you will. Understand that you are more important than God. People are more important than God. Coronavirus can prove that to you. God cannot bring cure for coronavirus, but people can. And people has been bringing it. Chloroquine. Who is making chloroquine? Is it from heaven? Yeah, God send manna in the Bible from heaven. Why can't your God send the cure for coronavirus? At least, he said, God said, let there be light, and there was light. Why can't God say, let there be cure for coronavirus, and there is cure? No, you say your God is using it to draw people. God is using it to punish people. Fuck that God. And you still believe that nonsense God. Fuck you too. And for those of you that are awakened and are reasoning with your own brain, peace. Ezeoku.